The Adamu Orisha Festival, popularly referred to as the Eyo Festival, which dates back many centuries ago, has always brought out the very best in Lagosians from every strata. The celebration of the festival this year is in honor of the late Oba Yesufu Abiodun Oniru, father of the present monarch of Iruland. To facilitate movement of persons during the festival, the environmental sanitation exercise, which would have been held on the last Saturday of the month of November, the day this year's Eyo Festival was observed, was cancelled by Lagos State Government. The Eyo Festival is usually celebrated like a big carnival by different ruling houses in Lagos State. The celebration this year was not different. One major feature of the Eyo Festival every year is a vigil which is usually observed on the eve of the festival. Traffic was practically brought to a standstill on all the major streets of Lagos Island, particularly along the axis that lead to the Igaidugoron, the palace of the Oba of Lagos, an area usually considered the main attraction during the celebration of the Eyo Festival. It was a sea of heads as youths brandishing what is called the Okbambata, the staff, which comes in different shapes and sizes, took full control and charge of the arena. While some gyrated to the assortment of music being played, others simply walked along and quietly soaked in the excitement generated in the air. The high point of the vigil night at every Eyo Festival is when the governor of Lagos State, accompanied by titled chiefs of Lagos State and other prominent Lagosians and friends of Lagos, pay a special homage to the monarch of Lagos in his palace. The occasion this year, which also featured a special performance by the king of Fuji music, K1 the Ultimate, Wasiu Ayinde Marshall, was also used to raise some funds for the development of the palace. This attracted an impressive response by Lagos chiefs, prominent Lagosians, and corporate concerns to the tune of millions of naira. His Royal Highness Balewa and Akule I and some of the guests later danced to the music of K1 the Ultimate. To end the Eyo Festival Vigil Night formalities, Oba Akiolu, who had now changed into the real gear for the Eyo Festival, in company of Lagos State Governor, some chiefs, went round ruling houses around Igaidugoron to rejoice with everyone in the spirit of the occasion. Saturday, the 26th of November 2011, the day of the Eyo Festival proper, was indeed a day that Lagosians of different religions, political persuasions and ideologies, ages and classes fused into one central body to celebrate the legendary Eyo Festival, which has remained the major rallying point for Lagosians for centuries. Dressed in most fascinating wares, looking resplendent in their immaculate garbs, Lagosians were indeed a beauty to behold as they took their rightful positions in the arena for the celebration. Tafawa Balewa Square, the same spot where the British Union Jack flag was lowered to usher in Nigeria's independence 50 years ago. Indeed, the Eyo Festival was celebrated with pomp and pageantry as the different groups and houses filed past in a colorful procession and display with the staff or Okbambata raised high as they sang and danced along. The tempo of celebration was raised a notch higher with the grand arrival of the Oba of Lagos, Balewa and Akule I, who was accompanied by a large retinue of the white-capped chiefs and other Obas. There was even a much louder ovation for Governor Babachunde Fashola, who arrived at the venue to tumultuous applause by Lagosians. This could only point in one direction, that is, a clear endorsement of the great strides achieved by the performing governor of Lagos State in his avowed mission to reposition Lagos State. There was a lot to feast the eyes with at the action-packed event, which featured a lot of innovations in the packaging of the festival, a great improvement and leap forward from last year's edition of the Adamu Orisha Festival. It is gratifying to note that the Lagos State government, under the able leadership of Governor Fashola, has thrown the full weight of the government to ensure a total regeneration of the Eyo Festival, to a point where the yearly festival becomes the first choice for tourists from different parts of the world. This is clearly a win-win situation for Lagos State and ultimately Nigeria. The cultures and tradition of the people of Lagos State, and by extension Nigeria, will become better appreciated across the globe, just as revenue will accrue to the purse of the state government to augment other sources of funding in the state. Indeed, one cannot adequately quantify the dividends derivable from a well-packaged and articulated Eyo Festival. This should concern organizers now. These and other salient points that border on how to move Lagos State forward was the focus of the address delivered by Governor Fashola at this year's Eyo Festival. Governor Babachunde Fashola commended the selfless spirit and unqualified love for Lagos State displayed by the late Oba Yusufu Oniru, in whose honor this year's Eyo Festival was staged. Governor Fashola stated that Lagosians will remain eternally grateful to the late Oba Yusufu Oniru, father of the present monarch of Iruland. This is for putting his life on the line for the emancipation of Lagos State. He hoped that other Lagosians would emulate the late Oba. Governor Fashola wished all Lagosians well and congratulated them for being able to see yet another Eyo Festival in their lifetime, with the usual salutation during Eyo Festival. Agogoro Eyo, moyo fun, moyo funra mi. Emi gbogbo wa ṣe ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ Eyo láyé o.
It is an honor to witness this festival for the late Olori Oloye of Lagos, Chief Yusufu Abiodun Oniru, who incidentally was the father of the present Oniru of Iruland, Oba Idowu Abiodun Oniru, Justice of the Peace. I am very happy and indeed very proud to see all of our children participating, from the toddlers to the teenagers. Of course, all of this has happened under the guidance of our parents and our elders, including my own father, who is here in our midst. I say very confidently that we have reached our thought-passing moment. The Eyo Festival will never die.
The governor's address, which was punctuated by a lot of applause by appreciative Lagosians, gave way to a medley of performances by contemporary and traditional music groups on parade at the festival. The BCLS Show and Biscum OTV correspondent Olumide Olushoga sampled the opinions of a cross-section of respondents on this year's Eyo Festival.
Eyo Festival in Lagos is a landmark event that is being done anytime to honor a highly citizen in Lagos, maybe when he's not alive. They use it to commemorate him after his death.
I'm sure you have seen the Eyo Festival before. So you know that it is very colorful. Each chieftaincy, traditional family.
As a Lagosian, it's something that I'm proud to associate with. Because it's a key, one of our major cultural practices in Lagos State. It's something we look forward to doing. It's something I associate with. As a young boy, I used to participate.
So unique, it doesn't exist anywhere in Nigeria. It's an all-involved party. All parties are involved. Everybody, the young, the old, the Christians, the Muslims. And for us, it connotes the beginning of new era. All the bad things are swept away. It symbolically sweeps away all the bad things and cleanse the entire city and the nation. More importantly, also, it's the cultural spectacle created by the Eyo. It's unbelievable. All the Eyo groups parading Lagos is the one in kind of its kind. To us in Lagos, you can't have it enough.
And as you can see, all the followers too, when, as they say, talk okpa, which you see them line up and then, in fact, bless you. You put your hand out and they bless you.
And it's an annual event. And I think it's an event that actually brings together the entire Lagos people. And it's a very colorful event. And I can see today things are very well organized. And I think it's something that is as old as Lagos State itself. So it's something very significant to me because it makes one at least relate with some of the old traditions of Lagos State.
As we savor the sweet aroma of the yearly cultural festival that usually envelopes the city of Lagos in earnest anticipation of next year's edition, I wish to heartily congratulate all Lagosians for being part of another successful celebration of the Eyo Festival. Agogoro Eyo, mo yo fun yin, mo yo funra mi. Aṣọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọdún láyé o.